Initiating podcast download. Prepare yourself. Put on your spandex. Lace up your boots. Wrap your wrists. Hide your razor blade. Head to gorilla position. Grease up your hair. Apply baby oil. Okay, apply more baby oil. Get into gimmick. Keep your ears open and your mouth shut. Have fun and be safe out there, brother. Welcome to I'm on Wrestling. Now your host, Gregory Iron.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another edition of Iron on Wrestling with Gregory Iron. I'm your host, Gregory Iron. This is episode 324, and hope you're ready for some more fun on this week's show, especially, you know, as this drops, it's Christmas Eve. It's a time for celebration and unwrapping gifts and maybe wrapping gifts, and if it's Christmas Eve, probably buying gifts last second. I mean, I don't do that because I'm a responsible adult, and I do my gift buying all year long. Like, I'm very thoughtful in that way. That's really my love language. And, you know, I guess I could talk about all the ways in which I love to really begin the show today. And
Ho, 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 ho.
really?
Ho, 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 ho.
Okay.
Merry Christmas, Gregory. Has baby Greg been a good boy this year? Ho, 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 ho. Pardon the interruption. It's Santa. Ho, 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 ho.
So which famous acting Santa are you stealing your voice from this time?
Ray Romano. Ray Romano. Ho, 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 ho. He was great in that Christmas movie.
Wow. Wait, which one?
I'm not sure. It's the
I
first
can't-
name I thought of.
I can't think of a Ray Romano Christmas movie.
I don't think there is one.
Okay, so
But I did want to talk about, Christmas stuff this week. And I'm happy that you're here. You made it. It's a blizzard outside right now. I don't know if people know.
It's not.
You're
making
This
it
is
up.
a fucking podcast.
Oh,
Joe.
oh my God! Yes, it's so bad
It's
outside.
so
I can't
snowy.
believe it.
Congratulations on making it
Yes,
here. And for making love this week.
I'd like to think that in a lot of ways I make love every week.
Wow. Congratulations on that, too. Doesn't
made-
matter who it is.
I made love while in the same room with my Hulk Hogan framed Japanese Speedo photo that I received from Ben Boone as an early Christmas gift.
You didn't even need Blue Chew for that, did you?
No, I don't know why
Right?
we're plugging Blue Chew.
No, we're not
Not a
plugging it. You were
sponsor.
plugging somebody, and you were looking at your Hulk Hogan poster to make sure you could stay rock hard, huh?
You know, I'm a real Hulk Hogan fan when I own not one but two different weird Hulk Hogan Speedo posters.
I don't know what you think is so weird about it. I mean, if you were Hulk Hogan, what would you wear to the beach? Like, wouldn't it be weird to see Hulk Hogan in, like, some fucking Hawaiian shorts or something?
Yeah,
Some jams?
I guess, right?
Right. You
Remember
need Hogan in a Speedo.
Remember that one time in like 1995 at one of those Clash of the Champions, he was threatening Kevin Sullivan, and he told him that, like, for some reason he started talking about, like, he's going to see him at night at the beach, and he'll be able to see him because he'll be wearing his, and then he raised it up and showed it, like, his red and yellow teeny weeny Hulkamania bikini. And I was like, what the fuck is happening right now?
Is that when you started to dislike Hulk Hogan, or did you just accept it because you're one of his cultists?
I don't remember watching it live, and I think if I would have watched it as a kid, I'm like, I probably would have been, yeah, all right, yeah.
I would have tried to find out what beach he was at. Probably Venice, right? Venice Beach,
I would have
California?
thought it was pretty normal, actually.
Yeah,
So, but as an adult, when I actually saw this promo, I was like, what? Why is this his threat?
Yeah.
It doesn't seem like very much of a threat unless, like, I don't know, Kevin Sullivan has something against, like, guys on the beach at night in Speedos. coming at him. Like,
Sullivan wore a nice Speedo, too, at times. Especially on that Baywatch.
Yeah.
Remember that? The only thing that was not so good about that episode was Vader wasn't in a Speedo.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
But if he was in a Speedo, when you wrestled him, you would have knocked him out of it. Remember how stiff you were with him?
Yeah, I was hitting
and then
pretty
he
hard.
was stiff, and then we all got stiff in the locker room watching it.
I was stiffer than his photo that he put online of his limp penis at one time.
Did he put that?
Yeah, you never
No.
saw that. I mean, I didn't see it either, but
tell me
guy
where to find it.
Told me.
That's all right.
I can't remember what happened. Like, I think he tried to send it to like the woman he was with at the time, which is also an interesting thing that you'd be like, hey, here's a picture of my limp dick while laying in a hotel bed. Like, it just was weird.
I know some girls that are into that.
A limp penis.
Yeah.
See
there was a girl in high school. She used to make out with a friend of mine.
She's out of high school now, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
She's a teacher now. In her 50s.
Okay.
But yeah, she used to make out with my friend over at the marina nearby by the beach, and he wasn't wearing his Speedo, but he was wearing a wrestling mask, a lucha mask. It was like a tiger face. Well, anyway, she told him, hey, I'm really into a soft, limp penis. And so he pulled his out, and they made love. I think she made love to him with her mouth.
But didn't he get aroused? Like,
but she didn't want to see it aroused. She wanted it just the way it was, and then to get there. So she played with it a little bit.
Okay.
And I think they may have thumb wrestled.
Well, wait a minute. Why is her thing like it just seems like what she's doing is like sort of like what the normal process would be. Like, I want you to not be aroused at first, but then get aroused. I don't just show up and I'm just like, dick's hard, ready to go. Like, that's not just how that works.
That's how I am. I just walk in the room sometimes.
Should this be the way we start the Christmas episode? Like, I don't know.
I got a present for you, Greg.
No. Oh, God. I don't need a big...
come noodle. Check out Santa's sack.
Unnecessary.
Of gifts.
Yeah. Well, today on the show, we're going to be talking... what are we talking today? What did you want to talk about?
Anything you want to talk about, but I suggested that we give our list of about maybe 6-7 different presents that we'd give out to various wrestlers on the wrestling scene.
Okay. All right. Yeah, we could talk about that, and I'm going to rant again about John Cena. I'm still fucking mad about this. I'm mad.
Yeah.
I hate it, and people from Patreon,
I love
Patreon, they're defending it. It's crazy.
Okay, so I rewatched, and I tried to look at it from your point of view.
Yeah.
And I could see what you were saying more clearly than if you had not brought that to my attention.
Sure.
All the things that you disliked about it. But as soon as he cracked a smile, I was all in. I'm like, this is beautiful. This is poetry.
It's dumb.
No, you're dumb.
It doesn't work because he tapped out.
Yeah, it does.
So here's the thing. John
he fell asleep, and as he was getting ready to fall asleep, he took that last breath, and he tapped out. And you should love it the most because Creed has a song, "One Last Breath," I believe is that the name of the song?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
We could make a video to John Cena.
No,
we should.
No.
Do we know anybody that makes videos?
I could make a video. I don't need to
go ahead.
I'm not going to. Here's the thing. John Cena was on Cody Rhodes' podcast this week. He did his first interview since retiring. And much like people discussed and we discussed, here's what John Cena said about his vision for the finish. I envisioned something beautiful. Saturday far exceeded whatever was in my heart and soul. I know I'm out there one last time. I'm out there and they hate the guy I'm working with. They universally cheer me. This is rare. For the last 5 minutes, everything I preach about, story, drama, and having a conversation with the audience, the ones I love are in the front row. I know my colleagues are watching on the monitor in the back. We're just in a sleeper hold, but we're having a conversation with the audience. As I essentially take my last breath, and I have struggled. you think of somebody, the natural causes scenario, or however we picture loss in our life, all of us have been through it. They struggle and struggle, but they hang on just long enough to make sure to say goodbye to everyone that is meaningful in their lives. That whole day was so meaningful and vulnerable conversations. Then you realize, I've connected with everyone I love. Physically, I feel great. I think it's time to take the last breath. I hate to keep going back to obituaries, but this person died peacefully. So that was his justification. Now, so here's my thing. That's a great justification for a finish that was executed properly. That's not what happened, in my opinion.
In your opinion.
Because the tap went beyond taking the last breath. It wasn't dying peacefully. It was giving up. Giving up.
It's okay to give up.
He's not supposed to give up. That's
gosh.
the whole thing.
Hulk Hogan's not supposed to be a racist.
But
in real life, he was.
So hold on. That's the person. That's not the character. And here's the thing. Some of the argument is like, well, he tapped because he had respect for Gunther. Okay, sure. For the real person who he respects as a wrestler.
You don't think he respects him as a wrestler, the most over heel in the company?
I'm not. No, I'm
Besides
saying.
Dom.
I'm saying the character isn't. So the argument for some people is, oh, he's tapping for the business, so the business can continue. I'm like, what child understands what you're saying? Why would a wrestler in kayfabe tap so the business can continue? He's dying so the business can live. That doesn't work in the confines of kayfabe.
I get down with that.
Because people, and this is the argument I was making with Eric and some of the people from Patreon, I haven't felt this strongly about a wrestling finish in a long time.
Well, then I guess it did its job.
But that's not that's not the job. The job isn't. So one of the things Cena's talking about on this podcast is like, I put my art out there, and once you put art out into the world, you interpret it however you want, right? And I do think that applies in some situations. But like in this particular case, you just explained what the art is. So I can interpret it however I want. But you told me what it was supposed to be. And I don't think that's what it is. I think it symbolized this character that many, many people, especially young children, invested in for 23 years. And your whole stance, the motto that you live by, was never give up. So what Cody didn't ask, which I wish he would have said, yeah, but like, what about the people saying that you gave up? How do you justify that? Because that's the thing he didn't justify, is like why it was okay to tap, which in wrestling symbolizes giving up. He didn't need to. Why couldn't he just have put his little symbol up in the air when he did the 3-arm drop and then slowly just drop it and smile and fade away? Why couldn't he do it like that?
Now, you didn't bring that finish up last week.
I've been thinking about so much. I've been thinking about so much all week and arguing with our buddies on Patreon.
Have you ever thought of being a writer for WWE?
Yeah. It's one of those things where it's like a fan walks up to Gimmick Tail. You ever think about wrestling for WWE? You know what? That's never crossed my mind. I think I'll give him a call. That's just how it works, I guess.
Who's going to get you in?
No one. No one ever.
Okay.
I'll have to get myself in. But like, yeah, that's been my argument all week is like, people, I think people are wanting, the people that like this finish are wanting the finish to be good, but it is not. It is not a good finish. And nothing you can tell me is going to change my mind. I think the only thing that might be able to do it is John Cena trying to justify why his character would give up. Because in my opinion, that's such a bad ending for this character. And I think one of the things that I didn't get to read last week because it came in after the fact, and I think was a good way to summarize what I feel that maybe a lot of parents are feeling for the situation. And again, like, perhaps maybe some people listen to this think that's corny, that it's like, oh, like the character's giving up on the kids. Like, that's your big argument? Like, yeah, that's my big fucking argument. It's like, again, like, there's never been a character. This is like the modern Hulk Hogan for people, right? And he's also been the guy who's been on top basically for the longest amount of time for anybody in WWE, right? So after the podcast was over, we got a comment from Melissa Bender, who you might remember Melissa from doing backstage interviews for a little bit towards the end of PWO, okay? And this is what she had to comment. As a parent, the finish sucked. Not the losing / putting over the newer presence, but the tap out. My kiddo came up crying that Cena was a quitter and turned around his homemade never give up sign that he had hanging on his door. Cena is something special to kids, and especially with his Make-A-Wish presence, I think giving up in his last match was a very sad ending for kids that needed the message to keep trying, even if the end result isn't what you wanted. Simple and to the point. Like, you know what? I saw that day, earlier that day, more than one person in the hospital tagging John Cena and being like, can't wait to watch this match tonight. I'm going through this, and I'm rooting for John Cena. # never give up.
So these are people that think that wrestling is real?
I don't care.
I mean, I understand the child.
I don't know.
Also,
hold on.
If you're crying because John Cena tapped out, what was worse? Him being a hero and tapping out, or him turning heel? Because that, I think, was worse.
So that is still dumb. But like, let's put them next to each other.
I'll put
Cena,
you next to me.
See, how long was Cena? Not even in months. How many times did Cena appear on camera as a bad guy before they realized this is dumb and they shift gears? Now, you can argue like, well, he went against the character. Sure, he did. And he was saying things that perhaps his character should have said 10 years ago during a heel turn. He did nothing that would have made sense in this run, which, again, could have been as simple as, I was on a losing streak. Desperation was sinking in. I needed to prove that I'm the GOAT. I needed to be able to do this one more time, become the 17-time champion, make history. And I was going to do it by any means necessary. And that's why he aligned with The Rock and Travis Scott, and that's why he kicked him in the dick.
Well, I got a question then.
I got a question. Go ahead.
I got an idea.
Uh-huh.
Do you think it would have been better if he would have turned heel against Cody, and then when Cody began to do things like he uses the belt to get the win, stuff like that, John Cena could have said, this was the whole point. Somebody needs to carry on. You can't be 100% good in this business. Sometimes you have to fight fire with fire. Because Cody would not pull the trigger and hit John Cena with the belt, and then John Cena hit Cody with the belt and got the win at Mania, I believe it was.
Yeah, but like I don't know if that works either, because it's like,
I mean, if you're
John is doing this suddenly. It's not like he did this over the course of his career. So like what I was going to say to like finish my thought, it's like the heel turn was bad, but I think this finish, if you put the two next to each other, is worse than the heel turn, because he stood by the mantra never give up longer than he did. Oh, I've been in an abusive relationship with the fans. Like, so it's like, I don't know. It's just like a horribly depressing, stupid ending to the run of arguably the guy who carried the company for the longest time in so many different metrics over the last 23 years. And it's just like, it's just frustrating, man. Because one simple change could have made that finish good and justifiable. And also, here's the thing, and I think I mentioned it last week. It's like you're screwing over the consumer. That, look, if you watch that Saturday Night's Main Event show, I could argue it was the best Saturday Night's Main Event in a long time, because the matches were short, simple. I think everybody got over. Even in the last match with a bad finish, Gunther got over, though you could argue again that like maybe perhaps Gunther did not need that. It made him a next level villain, but I mean, there was no build to this match. There was no like emotion going into the match. We got no trademark Cena and Gunther back and forth on the mic, which could have been incredible because Cena's great at selling big matches like that, but we don't get that. But at the same time, you like, they packed that building. Those people did not show up to see John Cena lose. I do think you could have done it in a way to where it would have been better, but those people paid thousands of dollars to celebrate the career of John Cena. And there have been so many situations in WWE history where we have heard notoriously, gotta send him home happy, gotta send him home happy. And in situations where they could have, they did not, okay? Which you could argue were negative moments for the company. This is, to me, this is worse than the night they ended the Undertaker streak. Why do I say that? Because at least we could forget about the Undertaker streak by the end of the night, kind of, because we ended it not with the streak ending, but with Daniel Bryan winning the World Heavyweight Championship. But in this case, after people paid thousands of dollars to just celebrate with John Cena and be like, hey, we appreciate what you did. Now you can ride off into the sunset. No. They watch him smile and shittily tap out. It's terrible.
Sometimes you got to let people go the way they want to go.
I'm telling you.
Also, you paid thousands of dollars to celebrate with him, and I believe that they celebrated with him as soon as Triple H got to the ring. People loved it.
No, they didn't.
They were loving it.
No.
They were booing Orlando Jordan.
I will say, I did like the Gunther stuff on Monday, but again, I just like, you could have had the same heat. Here was my argument with Patreon. Let me throw this out to you. Mm-hmm. So people are saying like, well, the Gunther character kept saying, I'm going to make John Cena give up. Mm-hmm. Now, what does a heel do? What are like the
he says things and then it backfires on him.
No, not
and
backfires.
Baby faces don't.
Not backfires, but like heels, no matter whether they're right or wrong, they will lie, they will manipulate, they will justify whatever they have to do to make it seem like they are right, and they will believe it. And so my argument was, well they're like, John Cena had a tap out. He couldn't pass out because that's a weak finish. First of all, do we ever look at the Bret Hart Stone Cold thing and go, well, Bret Hart really didn't beat Stone Cold at WrestleMania 13, right?
No,
we never say that.
No,
because Bret got over because he still won, and that helped the double turn. And Stone Cold would not have gotten over had he tapped out, for sure. Like, even with that iconic image, it's like, well, he fucking gave up like a bitch. But here's my thing. If Gunther's whole thing was, I'm going to make John Cena give up, you don't need the tap. Why? Because the next night on Raw, he comes to the ring and he goes, I made John Cena give up, right?
Yeah.
And then the crowd's like boo at him and like talking shit. He's like, oh, what? You don't think I made John Cena give up? No, he didn't say it and he didn't tap, but he didn't need to. Because
if he would have just lost by passing out,
that's what, like, by him,
Gunther would have come out the next night and said, I made John Cena give up like a little bitch. Then people could have been double pissed because no, you didn't make John Cena give up.
But then his justification could be by him going under and not fighting any longer.
Yeah.
Not only did he give up on himself and everything he stands for, but he gave up on all of you. Yeah. That could have been the argument. Yeah. And he could have said the same promo without John Cena tapping, and that could have pissed off the crowd more because it's like, if you're a John Cena fan and you watch that, you know that that's not true. You know in your heart that John Cena didn't actually give up. And it justifies John's idea of the finish of being like, well, I went away peacefully. I fought all I could and I had no more fight to give, but he didn't give up.
Yeah.
So that's how I'll end this fucking argument. But I just feel like, again, people reached out to me about last week and said like, I think you're kind of crazy saying that this could be like the end of the WWE Renaissance. Like, this could be the moment they look at.
Oh.
But I think you might have for sure killed Washington as far as like selling tickets for a decent price again if you want to fill a building, because people got fucked, in my opinion.
You don't know who's going to win and who's going to lose. So when you're buying a ticket, you're not buying a ticket because you're guaranteed to win for John Cena. You're buying a ticket because you're guaranteed to see John Cena.
But this is one of the rare cases that show was sold on not even one match, one person. Like, they
was it that tag match?
No, it was John Cena. They just wanted to say goodbye to John, and I just feel like
they said goodbye.
And so here's my thing too. One last point, it's like so I'm sorry because I've just been
I just keep bringing shit up to make you upset.
I just
don't
can't
care.
believe like this is.
I'm
like,
not that into the wrestling like you are. I don't believe it's still real like you do.
The storytelling, it's sat with me all week because it's like. So John's idea is like he dies, right?
He dies.
He takes his last breath and his career is over, right?
But when you die, you don't get to tap.
No, but like
you're dead.
But here's my thing, like, okay. So then Gunther left the ring. So then you get to die, but then afterwards you also get to stand up and get your round of applause, and then the whole locker room gets to surround the ring, and they get to hand you the championship belts, and you get to raise them in the air, and then you get to hug Triple H, and then you get to watch a video package. So it's like it seems like, and I doubt that John probably knew that the locker room was going to come out there, but I'm sure John would have still taken his bows and did his salute and said, I'm happy that I got to serve you, or whatever the fuck he said. So it's like, so you wanted to die, but then you also wanted the celebration at the end. You shouldn't be allowed to have both.
Oh, you can't dictate the way somebody feels about that.
I'm saying, like, if the idea is like the character dies, why didn't you let Gunther, if you want to make that fucking crowd sad, why didn't he put you out on a fucking stretcher then? And stretch you the fuck out, and then because you didn't talk to the crowd, that might have actually quelled.
They had a conversation.
No, you didn't physically open your mouth and speak to the crowd.
I'm pretty sure I heard them all fucking match.
Well, Gunther too, but like, it's just one of those things where it's like speaking to the crowd might have like helped them a little bit, but I feel like maybe in John's mind that perhaps he wants to save what he has to say for a Hall of Fame one day. Right? So like you get to sell that again. But it's like you should, if you really wanted to put this guy over by dying, have him actually kill the character and you get stretchered out of there. I don't know. Like,
okay,
that's just my mindset.
Let me present this to you. Would it have been better had Gunther won that tournament, but they didn't say it was going to be John Cena's last match, and then he has one more match and goes over? Maybe. Would you have been okay with that?
Maybe, but also, like, if we knew Gunther was going to be the guy months ago, why couldn't, unrelated to anything happening before this tournament was even out, so why couldn't they have just Gunther talking shit? Because he beat Goldberg.
I know. I thought that was the easy way in. Like, this tournament thing was weird. I think, for nostalgia purposes, that was great. Because you saw Matt Cardona come back.
Yeah.
And you saw Zack Ryder come back. Mm-hmm. Both of them. You know, it was like... Oh, all these guys you used to feud with. But then you didn't have Edge or, Daniel Bryan, Tyrone Evans.
Yeah, that big feud with Tyrone.
Yeah. I forget what his name was in WWE.
Michael Tarver.
Yeah, okay.
How could I forget?
Nah.
Here's the last thing from this interview I want to talk about. John was also trying to justify the Rock, Travis Scott thing by basically saying, like, who cares what was going to happen? Here's the thing. Mm-hmm. Had the Rock thing... If the original creative would have went through, we would have been denied so many other things. We wouldn't have got John Cena CM Punk. We wouldn't have got John Cena Randy Orton. We wouldn't have got...
What would we have got?
So that was my thing. That was my thing. Because,
what were we going to get?
But here, wait. So, like, what... Why wouldn't we have gotten those things? Like, that was my first thought. Because it was like, well, you're the WWE champion. Wouldn't have The Rock just added to that a little bit? Like, because especially when, like at one point, it was this year that Punk cut the bald fraud promo, right? Uh-huh. So if Punk wrestles Cena and The Rock is around, couldn't Rock play a factor in that? Yep. I mean, like, I don't understand why we wouldn't have. What matches would we have gotten?
So many more sales and buys for the network, for the PLE, for the WWE channel, which I proudly have.
The WWE channel, yeah. But it's like, so, like, I don't know. So the John Cena, people were sending it to me after the podcast. Be like, listen to the John Cena Cody Rhodes podcast. It's like, it's really great. And I was like, I listened to it, and like, not only there were some nuggets of goodness in it for sure. It was interesting to hear him talk, but there were so many things that like I can't relate to as a wrestler. So like maybe we could talk about that for a second. Because like
did you listen to the Joe Rogan podcast with John Cena?
I did. So John,
I love hearing the things about him learning Mandarin Chinese.
Yeah, that was really cool.
Yeah.
I think that was like the perfect
those
spot
are things that I'm way
Rogan.
more interested in than who wrestled him one time.
Yeah, no, I'm intrigued by those things too. But I'm intrigued, like if someone could actually peel back the skin of like who John actually is, because he wasn't always like this in interviews.
What was John Cena doing on the couches in Peabody's in the upstairs music hall?
I don't know, but I remember
okay.
hearing
Yeah,
what he might have been
I
doing.
was just wondering if you had heard.
2004, 2005.
When we're on the other version of the podcast, bonus episode.
We'll talk about it on patreon.com/Iron Wrestling, where you get a buttload of bonus content.
A fucking buttload, motherfuckers.
Starting at just $3. So
Three motherfuckers.
Go ahead and sign up. Shout out to our latest Patreon subscriber
Nicole.
there, Nicole Griggs.
Oh, you know her.
Good to see you. And Gnome.
Gnome.
Noam. Gnome.
Well, shout out to both of them. Both my favorite people I've ever interacted with or not interacted with.
Yeah. Well, also going back a week, KB over there.
Oh,
a bunch of other
God,
people.
Yes, I love their toy store. That was 80s type of deal.
No,
KB.
I did go to Toys R Us this weekend though.
Where the fuck is a Toys R Us at?
Johnny Gargano. They have one set up at Crocker Park. It's not great.
Oh,
though.
okay. Yeah.
It was just for nostalgia. It's just so like people like us can go in and be like,
just
wow.
What day did you guys go?
Thursday, maybe.
Yeah, that's when my boys went.
Yeah.
I can't believe they didn't see you. They always see you. They saw you working out the other day at the Planet Fitness.
Why
Didn't
they
come
say
up
hi?
and say hi because you were intense at that moment.
I don't know if I was intense. At the
They
Planet
said you
Fitness.
were working hard, and then they went to work on some machine, and they came back, and you were gone. So I just wanted to tell you that, though, that they weren't trying. If you saw them, they weren't trying to big league you.
I did not see him. I saw Alex Daniels getting it in at the gym today, though.
At the same one we all go to?
Yeah.
I'd like to get it in with Alex Daniels.
I rarely go to the Planet Fitness anymore because I love my home gym, but it's always good to see Alex.
That's why I
out
never
there.
see you there, and you're never, I would see you more often there if you were in the tanning booth, but.
Well, I'm back in the tanning booth.
Good. Oh, that's what you were doing. You weren't on a machine. You were in the tanning booth.
Oh, okay.
They watched you walk in and disrobe. You have to close the door, right?
What?
Hey, did I ever tell you that story before?
What's that?
I went to a tanning place with my secretary at work, and they said, okay, well, you're going to be in room whatever, and I didn't hear it. And then, so she left, and then they said, okay, you're going to be in room whatever, okay? So they told her she was in room 3.
Okay.
I didn't hear that. They told me I was in room 3. So I walk in, I open the door. There she is, naked as a jaybird.
Oh, boy.
Oh, it was great. I mean, she got embarrassed, and she was like, "Oh, my titties are little." Swear to God, it's a true story. It's the first thing she thought. Like, that's how body dysmorphia you talk about.
Sure,
and,
yeah.
Somebody with no, like, what do we call that? She wasn't all about herself.
Self-esteem?
Self-esteem, thank you.
Sure.
I couldn't think of that word. The only steam I can think of is from Cleveland. But, yeah, so I saw her naked, and then we each stand in different rooms. We got out right around the same time.
Yeah.
And even though she had tanned, you could tell how red her face was. We got back, and I just tried to calm her down and tell her, no, those are nice titties. I like them. Okay. It just goes to show, you have enjoyable-looking breasts, and it's okay with me.
You're talking about the woman, or are you talking to me directly now?
Both
that
of
I
you.
have enjoyable breasts.
Both of you.
Because I am self-conscious of my breasts now. That
Really?
Because
you're getting older?
No.
Oh.
I've got that scar.
Oh.
The right one is smaller than the left one.
Oh, man. That's another girl I used to work with.
What?
You know her. When we worked in Area G. One day, our boss had come to the back, and he said, hey, that Mega Millions ticket is up to $200 million. What would you do if you got a little bit of that? And she goes, I'll tell you what, first thing I'd do is get a boob job. And he looks over, and naturally, you just look at somebody's boobs when if they talk about them.
Yeah.
And she goes, oh, no, I didn't mean to say that. And I go, well, why would that be the thing you would do? And she goes, well, one of mine is a D, and the other one is an A. And I was like, what? How is that possible? And she's like, I don't know how it happens, but I have to stuff one of these sides of the bra.
Awful.
Also, my last day of work at Murray Ridge, the boss there went to go break up a fight. Usually I'm the guy that breaks up the fights. I'm on the cope team. You know this. But I was just done. I had already checked out. And I turned my back as I remembered a Jake the Snake promo on Cody Rhodes. Do you remember this? What he said? The closing line? You never turn your back on somebody that you respect.
Yeah.
And so I walked up and I thought of that and I turned my back because I had no respect for those people anymore. And this guy that was going off, he fucking hit her in the chest and this fake silicone boob popped out from under her shirt.
Oh, no.
Because she didn't have breasts. She was stuffing her bra.
Yeah. But just the one.
Yeah. Well, no, both, but one boob popped out.
Yeah.
Or one fake boob popped out or whatever. And I bet that was a good time for her and probably deserve it for the way I was treated in my last couple of weeks. They're motherfuckers.
Oh, boy.
Nothing.
Wow. Okay.
Anyways, can we stop all the bullshit for a minute? I just want to say my good buddy Mark Wolf, rest in peace. He passed away over the weekend. Actually,
let's
Chris
talk about
Hero's
that.
best friend.
Yeah, so Mark Wolf was like a big IWA Mid-South guy, and I saw a lot of. I remember watching some of his stuff back in the day, and I don't know if I've ever crossed paths with Mark, but I saw it going around social media, and I had no idea that you were close with him, because then you reached out to me and you're like, hey, what's going on with this? I saw my buddy Mark passed away, and I was like, yeah, I've just been seeing the posts from like Prazak and Hero and stuff, and I don't know, like I didn't know Mark, but it made me sad just seeing it, because it's like, by all accounts, he was like a good dude, and I don't know. Tell me about your friendship with Mark Wolf and how you're feeling.
You know what sucks is that you kind of are like, oh, another one. Because when you're in this business and in my shoot business, working with the developmentally disabled, which I was, and now I'm in a nursing home, not me personally, but I'm a counselor there. People pass away all the time. Yeah. So it's like, sometimes you're just like, fuck, man, another one. But this one hurt a little more. Mark and I had just had a conversation a couple weeks ago. He was feeling down. We talked back and forth, and unfortunately, he had told me that he was doing good. He was going to be okay, not to worry. And I'm not sure exactly what happened. I don't even want to reach out to anybody and ask. Maybe I should talk to Hero, or Punk was a good friend of his, I think, for a little while. Prazak, who I had done numerous matches with over in AIW. Maybe I should reach out to those guys. But my two favorite memories of Mark Wolf are, one, we played the wrestler name game on the way from Philadelphia back to Cleveland.
Yeah.
And
remind people what the wrestler name game is.
Okay, so you're Greg Iron. So I say Greg Iron. So then you would have to come up with a wrestler's name that begins with the last name or the only name of the wrestler. So you come up with somebody with an I. No, you come up with somebody with an I.
Ian Rotten.
Okay, exactly. So that's how it goes. Greg Iron, then to Ian Rotten. Then comes back to me. So with the R, I would say Ravishing Rick Rude. And then you would continue. So we did this. Mark and I did this with Chris Hero, the three of us. And Chris Cole was in the car too, but he fell asleep after the first hour and stayed asleep the rest of the time because he's a bitch. But 8 hours, 8 minutes, and 8 seconds, we called it a three-way tie.
Wow.
Because we just played it the whole way back. I mean, that's how many wrestlers we knew, and that's the knowledge that was going on in that car. With Chris Hero, I didn't even realize. So when I got to a W, I had said wife beater. Because I remember reading the name wife beater in the sheets. And Hero said, which wife beater do you mean?
Gotta be specific.
Yeah. And I was like, the one that was in Meltzer's sheets last week. And he's like, oh, that old article. Okay. It was like match results or whatever. And he says, apparently Chris Hero used to be. That was his first name when he came, because he would wear a white wife beater to the ring.
Gotcha.
Before he became Chris Hero. So while he was training, whatever. So that's a great memory. And then I reffed a match between Hero and Mark Wolf for the IWA Mid-South Championship. But I didn't have a referee's outfit. And
was this at IWA?
No.
Okay.
But I didn't have the referee's outfit with me because we had just, I don't know, we were on the road, whatever, come back. And I had my managing gear. And at the time, I was wearing a kilt and a tank top.
Yep.
And so I reffed a match in a kilt.
Love that.
Yeah. And they went, 20, 25 minutes. It was weird for me to be in a kilt.
I would imagine, especially because you're getting down on all fours and they could see you're not wearing anything.
Right. Everybody kept saying stuff. Well, they could see. I mean, that's how big it is. But what was the other thing? I think those are my two favorite memories. Oh, also, we went to a diner one time. We had, if you go to a certain diner, this was on the way back, I think maybe from Philly. So we were somewhere on the way back from Philly.
Yeah.
And at this diner, when you ordered a meal, they gave you a free piece of cake at the end.
Okay.
And with this cake, like, nobody really wanted the sugar in the cake.
Yeah.
So Mark didn't eat pickles. And so I took the pickle, the long spear pickle, and hid it inside the frosting of the cake in the middle because there was frosting in the middle.
You're a monster.
I know, right? And then we came home to my house, and my roommate, Mac, who we've had on the show before, he got high one night and drunk, and he went down to the fridge, and he was like, what the fuck is this cake in here? How come nobody's eating it? And I was like, it was just too much cake, brother. Go ahead, have it. He's like, all right. So me, Hero, Mark Wolf, whatever, Chris Cole, we're all laughing. And he's like, what are you guys laughing at? This is one of the best cakes I've ever had. And then he's like, oh, some weird crunch to it, too. I like the texture. We're like, it's a pickle.
Yep, there it is. If that would have been The Undertaker, you would have got your ass beat.
I heard that before. Rest in peace, Mark Wolf. I'll definitely miss our times together and all our chats about how you like the Baltimore Orioles and I like the Cleveland Guardians.
Yeah, that's a shame I never got to meet him. As I said, he was a mainstay at IWA Mid-South, former light heavyweight champion, tag team champion, and a heavyweight champion who, he actually defeated Chris Hero for that championship. And
not in the match that I reffed him in.
Not in that match, but and also, people would argue that him wrestling Chris Hero in Germany for WXW is what elevated the IWA Mid-South Championship to a world title status for a time. So,
where did they wrestle?
WXW in Germany.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah. So,
wow.
So R.I.P. Mark, and
he worked for Mega Wrestling, out here, and
I'm sure he didn't get paid.
So many other places. Stop that.
What?
Dave Prazak ended up getting his money. I'm sure Mark Wolf did too. I don't know.
Did Cabana and Punk get paid yet?
I'm sure they did.
Oh, okay.
Stop it. Stop it right now. Jeff Traxler's a good dude.
Well, I heard Traxler's got a lot of subscribers on Facebook now, so maybe he's got a few bucks he could send over
to
Punk,
Hero?
Cabana the money,
or to Punk and Cabana.
Yeah,
Prazak.
He's a Facebook superstar. But shout out,
also a listener to this podcast.
Shout out to Jeff.
Yeah, you better watch what you say.
We're gonna
come after you.
I got no problems with Jeff. Just my boy. He actually submitted a question this week, so we're gonna.
I can't wait.
So we're gonna answer some questions. Probably for the bonus episode, which will be on Patreon. Maybe we'll answer Jeff and a couple others later in the show, but we're going to take a quick break. We ranted about John Cena longer than I anticipated, but it's something that I feel very strongly about because you know what? I love the storytelling of wrestling, and I love that we could have a conversation like this, but I just wish it wasn't under the guise of like, that was a good finish.
I told you. I just talked to my girlfriend yesterday, but I said this off the air to you, that this is something that I've not seen you feel so strongly about, maybe ever, is the result of a worked match in wrestling. So it's fun for me because it gets your goat. The goat gets your goat.
Awful. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about some Christmas stuff and answer some questions here on Iron on Wrestling. Hey, it's Christmas Eve, and you're really behind. You should have probably already purchased a gift for a friend or a loved one. So
I already got you something. Gosh.
Well, but I'm just saying, I'm sure there's someone you forgot about. And so
no,
you probably need to reach out to Juan. And I don't think he can get it done today, but he can definitely get it done in the next few days if he has spots available because he's a very popular man. Juan Ortiz of the Dead Designs.
So you're calling him Spot Monkey. I get it.
I didn't call him a spot monkey or anything like that.
Oh, okay.
No.
Well, I want to defend him.
Okay.
Have you ever seen this man's... You good there?
So I'm cracking up
a beer.
One. Yep.
Again.
Breaking edge.
Oh, have you ever seen Juan make a cloud?
Yeah.
His clouds are almost indescribable. But if I could describe his clouds, I would say they're like a cross between marshmallow fluff and white chocolate covered raisinets.
Okay.
Gorgeous. And you could even put people on those clouds if you want to make something for your new outdoor flag. You know, it's going to be spring in 4 months.
Yeah,
so
it's true.
You got to be ready.
Can't believe it was just the first day of winter. Why does the first day of winter start like the end of December when it's been cold for 2 months already?
Oh, baby, it's cold outside.
Anyways, Juan Ortiz has T-shirt designs in Hot Topic. He's done designs for every major important wrestler in every company. It's crazy. He's legit, and his prices are too legit to quit. And if you want to save money, you're going to want to go to Juan because even though he does a bunch of high-quality art for prominent figures, he could do some art for you as well. And if you mention Iron on Wrestling, he can save you $20 on your first design. Any design you want. So, like, if you need something for a friend or loved one, for yourself to put up in your man cave, something like, you know, you're looking on the internet, you want to find a piece of art of something specific, but you can't find it, Juan Ortiz can just make it for you. You should reach out to him. Do yourself a favor. It's Christmas Eve. Give yourself the gift that keeps on giving with art from Juan. So, contact him right now on Instagram at Of The Dead Designs, Facebook.com/OfTheDeadDesigns, or go to his website, ofthedead.weebly.com, because Of The Dead Designs is bringing artwork to life. Okay, well, Aaron, you wanted to discuss some special Christmas presents that you think that we would give wrestlers.
Well, no, that's not true.
No? I lied about that?
Yeah, you're a liar.
Okay, I'm
You're
sorry.
just a liar.
Sorry.
But I thought maybe we could talk some Christmas presents that we would give. So you have a list and I have a list? Or you just didn't complete your homework? You didn't understand the assignment.
I have cerebral palsy.
Well, you are that young OG. Except you're not young anymore.
Nope, not young at all.
Okay.
Nope.
Well, let's start off with the one I got. I tried to figure out, like, if I were to give a wrestler a present and a stocking stuffer.
Okay.
So, first one, I'll go John Cena.
Okay.
I'd like to give him a time machine so he could travel back in time.
And change that finish to his match.
If that's what you want, as I wanted to include you in this, okay, we could do that.
Yeah.
I was going to say change the whole last year
Wow.
with the heel turn. But if you want.
Some of the matches were okay.
No, the matches were fine.
Yeah.
I'm kind of glad we got to see John Cena, but also as a heel, but at the same time, wasn't worth it.
We talked about his whole 2025 on patreon.com/Iron Wrestling, which you can sign up and check that out, by the way. $3 gets you in the door.
And I'd give Cena some new socks.
What's wrong with his socks?
I can't stand those socks when he's wrestling.
Well,
I guess I don't have to worry anymore, right?
Well, they say never give up.
Yeah, but he's the guy that gives up. And if your whole gimmick is you don't give up, then it irks me to my very being, to my soul, that he gave up.
Being kind of
I'm
sarcastic.
so mad right now. I think that was probably the turning point for WWE. I know you like turning points, but this one here takes the cake. Speaking of cake, Thea Hale. This I wrote out last week, so you know. I wanted to give her an unexpected title win.
Oh, okay.
I didn't think it would be that way, but you had been telling me to watch her, that you thought she was good for, what, is she 19 or 20 or something?
Yeah, I think she's 20 or 21 now.
So I paid attention. I kind of like her. I don't know why. She just seems like that underdog.
Spunky.
Yeah, okay.
She's spunky.
Spunky. I like that.
Yeah.
And then for her stocking stuffer, I'd like to give her someone to dance with.
Joe Hendry?
Someone that will dance with her. I don't know if you follow her on socials.
No.
Okay. Her gimmick is she goes up to various wrestlers every day in a locker room and tries to get one of them to at least dance with her. And she begins to dance, and they all blow her off. So, hoping she gets that victory.
One day.
One day. Maybe Christmas Day as a present.
I liked her winning the championship by accident.
I bet you did.
Yeah.
Was that, I mean, like, really, what did you think? Like, do you think the ref should have not counted the 3? And do you think she hooked her?
I think
Blake Monroe.
I think it worked even more because she had a good pin. I don't think she was shoot pinning her, but I think she actually knocked the wind out of her, which was why she didn't kick out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but I think
was that like a senton she won with a backsplash?
Yeah, she does like a springboard back senton.
Yeah.
So I think it's pretty cool.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it, and I liked when it happened. It completely threw me off, and I'm gonna watch NXT.
Well,
Tuesday.
threw everybody off.
Yeah,
because it wasn't planned.
yeah.
But once the crowd realized what happened, they were way into it. And everything. Yeah.
Her facials were something else.
She's great.
Yeah. Well, no, I mean when she won the title unexpectedly.
Yeah.
It made me think it was a work.
No.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it made me feel.
It's a shoot, brother.
You're a shoot. Jack Perry. I'd like to give him a role on the new 90210.
Is that a thing that exists, or
I think it's on the WB right now.
Oh, okay.
And
what's his role?
Dylan McKay Jr.
Well, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. Oh, maybe put him on Oz then. Get him naked.
Oh no.
Or a teething ring.
I didn't know Kevin Nash is on the new 90210.
What? Oz? Okay, gotcha.
There you go.
Yeah, and then in his stocking, I'd have a teething ring.
Okay.
You understand why?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Johnny Gargano. I'd like to give Johnny new friends.
I think his friends are okay right now.
Not you. So, you don't do anything for him.
That's not true.
You don't bring it.
You
Gotta
know,
get him a new friend.
Because of me, he has like a wide variety of vintage T-shirts that he never wears.
Yeah.
And I'm sure I did something else for him at some point.
Yeah, you probably did one time.
Yeah.
Oh, you used to drive.
I did.
Okay.
I am the wheelman.
So back in the day,
Yeah, if you recall, I was the wheelman after in the group that I created, 440.
But not for Johnny. He wasn't in that group, right?
Yeah, but I did drive him around.
But not when you were with 440?
But I established myself on screen as the wheelman, but in real life, I've been the wheelman for a long time.
Okay. Well, also, I'd like to give him a new theme song, and it would be a remixed version of Curse Icons Down. Because that song was sweet.
Why would you have to remix it? I'm sure.
You could use it now, but it seems like WWE, they always come in with like the version of the song, and then like 3 weeks later, it's like a different version of the song with the like tempo maybe sped up, and then like maybe a sound of lightning or something in the background.
You bringing up music. Did you see on the latest Something to Wrestle what Bruce Pritchard said about?
Yeah, I said after a while they all sound the same.
He said they specifically like everybody starts to sound. Just Jim Johnston, he was talking about. He said all the themes started to sound like Bam Bam Bigelow's theme, and I was like, my first thought was like, which theme are we talking about? Are we talking about his like smooth saxophone theme from like '88, or the theme from like '93, where it was like bam bam, boom, choom.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like so, like can't think of any song that sounded like
none of that made sense to me, but I'll go with it.
But also, like he's like, that's why we used other people, and it's like, okay, but like. Now you don't use other people. You use one group who no one likes.
That is universally disliked, it seems.
Who've gotten caught like using AI and stuff to make music. So it's like, that's interesting that you don't defend Jim Johnston at all. But okay, continue.
Batista. I'd like to give him a Hall of Fame induction.
He might like that if he had time for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in his stocking, a nice little blue suit for his induction.
Oh, Blutista.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right? What do you think about that? Is that
like
okay
that.
with you?
I like that. I think he'll contemplate that Hall of Fame induction while he's walking alone inside of a pit of danger.
Ric Flair.
Let's see. Maybe you can. Maybe you could take away his cell phone so he stops posting on social media, or perhaps maybe you can get him a phone that doesn't capitalize the start of every word.
Okay.
That could be a good idea.
And
wait, that's what you're getting?
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Okay.
We've talked about it on the show, and also Anabuse would go with that. Do you know what that is?
Who's he abusing?
Yeah, his own body and his liver.
Oh, okay.
Anabuse is the medication they give you so you stop drinking.
Ah, gotcha.
But sometimes I remember it was long rumored that Scott Hall had gotten on the Anabuse.
Yeah, he was using it for his 2002 run, and then they booked him in storylines where he was constantly around alcohol.
Yeah, and then he began puking violently.
Yeah.
That's what would happen to Flair if he took this Anabuse. So that's what that is. And then maybe in his stocking, give Ric Flair some Michigan and Cavs gear. He loves Michigan, and he loves the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Woo! Does he love the Cavs even without LeBron?
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, he loved LeBron. That was his thing.
I feel like that's how Ric Flair operates.
Okay.
I can't imagine him being like, love the Cavaliers.
I mean, I just saw him at the game last week. So
was he?
He was saying he loved the Cavs, and they do the woo. But I think they do the woo in like all the arenas now.
Yeah.
Dominic Mysterio. Like to give him a quick recovery.
Yeah. A gift card for like somewhere with chicken tendies.
You motherfucker.
Yeah.
That's what goes in the stocking.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, good deal.
That's easy.
Brian Cage and Melissa Santos.
Can you, on my behalf, give Brian a thing of juice boxes?
Yeah.
I was just talking to him a few days ago.
That's a stocking stuffer.
You
were talking to him?
Yeah, he had reposted our promo together, and he's just like one of my all-time favorite things I've ever done. And I messaged him. I was like, it's one of my all-time favorite things. And like, he's been recovering from some torn muscles, and I'm recovering from my torn muscle, and we're exchanging. And I was just like, how are you feeling from some of these torn muscles? Because I've never had this. And he's like, he says he feels great. So yeah, wishing Brian the best, and keep drinking those juice boxes. But what else did you get him?
I got him a stocking full of juice boxes.
Yeah, well, yep, that makes sense.
That's good for us.
Yep.
And then I was thinking we should do matches.
Hold on.
For Christmas presents.
For Brian Cage, could you get him a toilet so he can get his shit in? Okay, anyways, continue.
Yeah. Hey, I put Melissa Santos, too, for a WWE contract because I thought she was the best announcer.
She was
ring
awesome.
Announcer.
Yeah.
I thought she was
really
great.
good. Really good.
And she looks great. She has a great voice. She's Hispanic.
Mm-hmm.
So
she used to do all the ring announcing at Bar Wrestling when I would work there.
Really?
Whatever happened to Bar Wrestling? Anyways.
I legitimately don't know. But
Joey Ryan was running
it.
So that's why it doesn't happen anymore. Oh. Yeah, she was on Lucha Underground.
Okay.
Yep. That's how Brian and her met.
So if you could give Brian Cage one match for Christmas, who would you make his opponent?
For Brian Cage?
Yeah.
In AEW?
In any W.
NEW? Is Eddie Edwards still running shows?
That dude in like Pittsburgh or Youngstown or somewhere?
NEW. It was New Era Wrestling.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You
said NEW.
Oh, okay.
Fucking killing my joke here.
Well,
anyways,
it was already on life support, and you know what it did? It took its one last breath, and then it tapped out, like it should.
You know what? Just move on. I'm not even picking up. Brian.
Come on, you want?
Nope.
What about Dominic Mysterio?
I got nothing. He's hurt. Can't wrestle.
Ric Flair, one last match.
I don't want. He does not.
David Flair.
No.
You know, father and son.
What the hell? No.
Come on.
Have you seen David Flair recently?
Okay, Ric Flair and Charlotte Flair versus Seth Rollins and Becky Lynch.
No way.
What?
No.
Seriously?
No.
I like that.
No.
Okay.
Ric Flair should never look at a ring again. let alone step in one.
What about his Hall of Fame rings? He's got several.
I'm surprised he hasn't pawned them.
Maybe he has. Batista. Who would you give him one last match against? You want to see like a what do they call it? Like a big beefy challenge with him and like Brock Lesnar? Batista versus Brock Lesnar. Have we ever seen that before? And is there a reason why?
No, they never wrestled on the main roster.
Well, that's where I'm going. I'm going Brock Lesnar.
I would do it for someone more beneficial, and I would do Braun Breaker.
Okay.
Batista and Braun Breaker, I think, could be surprisingly good.
Yeah, because you want Batista to give back to the business, much like John Cena gave back to the business.
I'm not saying I didn't say
Batista
had to lose. I don't think every
Batista could win.
I don't think every name legend that is going out needs to lose.
No,
but yeah.
Jack Perry. Who would you have him wrestle? Or would he be tag teaming with the guy that gave you the lariat? What, you said he was going to lariat all 7 of you guys?
No, Luchasaurus, and he was going to give us all the swinging kick that he did.
Yeah,
the spinning kick to 7 people of various sizes, because Luchasaurus told me his record was like 4 or 5 or something like that. He had never kicked 7 guys at the same time, or 6 guys, because he wouldn't kick his own partner, obviously. Yeah. And then me and Pepper Parks were kind of like, well, we're all different sizes, so you're going to have to like move your foot up and down as you're kicking across. I think I could do it. And
we're weird to think that like somebody who does that move all the time never thought of that. But all right, cool.
Yeah, it would have to be Jack and Luchasaurus as a tag team, because I think
against who? Heart Foundation.
See, you're not very specific here. Like, so we're just making random dream
matches.
I
don't care. It's Christmas.
Then I'm gonna say something realistic. What about if we can reunite Brian Kendrick and Paul London, but they would actually use Brian.
Okay.
Incident,
Okay.
Which look, I like Brian, and people fuck up and make mistakes, and it's crazy that they brought that shit out from 20 years ago that he said. I don't agree with anything that Brian said in that statement, but it's like,
I don't even know what you're talking about. Is this a flat Earth thing or something?
No. He was like denying the Holocaust and talking about conspiracy theories and stuff, and
okay, well, whatever.
Yeah, but again, it was like stuff that they pulled out the day of his show, like that he said in a shoot interview like 15 years earlier. Like,
I miss Dom on this. I was gonna put either a tag team match with Dom and a partner against Los Gringos Locos, or I was gonna put just Dominic versus Eddie Guerrero.
Yeah.
Or would you do Dominic and Ray against Eddie and Art Barr? Or would you do Dominic and Logan Paul versus like Eddie and Art Barr?
No, I don't want Logan Paul.
No, it doesn't have to be. I'm just giving you an example that's not Ray.
I
think the Mysterios against Los Gringos Locos.
I like that a lot, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then Johnny Gargano.
Mm-hmm.
Who would you have him wrestle? Besides yourself, we all know you're an accomplished wrestler.
I mean, the easy answer is Shawn Michaels.
Oh, man. Dog. I don't even know why I didn't think of that.
I don't know why you didn't either.
But I got Johnny versus Chris Candido.
That'd be okay.
Match. That would be okay?
It would
you don't think Johnny could hold up his end of the bargain?
No, I think he
That's
would.
That's a fucked up thing for you to say about your friend.
I think the easy choice is Shawn Michaels.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thea Hale. What the hell?
Oh my God. Well, who would I want to see wrestle? Io Sky.
I was going Mae Young. I like your answer better.
Yeah.
John Cena. If you could rebook, if you could give him one last match where he goes out on top, who are you going with?
So we're booking this and he's going over?
If you want. If you don't want him to go over, that's fine too. It's your fantasy. Tell me what you fantasize about John Cena and which other guy you want him to be with. or whatever you.
I don't have an answer. I mean, I think he could have beat Gunther. I think Gunther would have been a great last match, and he could have beat him.
Do you think Gunther should have got the beat down afterwards? Get his heat back or no?
I think if he wins, then you want the celebration too. So why do the beatdown?
Right.
I think if you do it has to be he has the whole celebration, and it goes on for so long where you think nothing's going to happen.
Yeah.
And then once he's doing a salute in the entranceway, like thank you for letting me serve you, like he fucking turns around. There's Gunther, and like boom, and now it becomes a whole thing. But then how do you book that with the whole locker room out there, right? Like does it become
they
a big
would all run
chaotic thing, right? Like it's just
interesting.
Yeah, but we'll never know because we already booked a terrible finish to it.
We didn't.
Well, we as people have decided that it's a great finish. We love it. It's awesome. What else do we got?
That's it. That's
it?
Yeah, because I counted on you since I texted you about this a week ago. I expected you to come up with a list, but you can just go off of the ones that I got.
I came up with a couple as we were talking.
All right, tell me, brother.
I said them as you were saying.
Okay, that was cool.
I also thought of the juice box.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Because Brian likes juice.
And you hate juice.
I have no problem with juice. Hoovy juice.
Ah.
Do you want to answer a couple questions?
Yeah,
from,
I do.
Thing, and then we'll do more.
Yep.
Bonus episodes?
Give me that Traxler question right off the fucking bat.
Okay. Traxler asked, who's your all-time favorite masked wrestler?
Nah, just move to the next one.
Okay.
Fucking stupid question.
All right.
Just kidding. Did he say the rainbow unicorn or whatever? What's that guy's name?
Talking about Rebus?
Yeah.
Yeah, Rebus put himself over the next
Yeah,
time.
I saw it.
Yeah,
That's the thing I saw. That's why I wanted to get to it.
Yeah.
Is that his name, the rainbow unicorn? Or is it the ultimate unicorn?
Something unicorn. Yeah,
Okay.
I can't remember. He's going to be pissed at me because...
Oh, he listens.
Yes.
You better not ban him from the show again.
I would never ban him from the show, even if he swore.
I'm going on with, I'm going to go with the Unknown American Man, but also... favorite masked wrestler of all time would probably be Rey Mysterio Jr. And I call it Rey Mysterio Jr. because that's how I was introduced to him.
Yeah,
in ECW.
That probably would be my pick too. And it's hard to pick a better masked wrestler who's, I think,
mass appeal.
Yeah. Obviously incredible marketing with WWE behind him, and the mask and just the different outfits over the years, and just the way that even at 50 years old, he's definitely lost a couple steps, but it hasn't taken away from his in-ring work. When I say he lost a couple steps, it's not your traditional, the guy slowed down. It's He just knows his strengths and weaknesses, and he doesn't do some of the things that he might have done in his 20s or 30s or 40s, because he's 50 now, and he's been beat up. Considering all the surgeries that Ray has had, the fact that he can still go, especially with his knees and stuff, it's incredible what Rey Mysterio can do. And Dom is going to keep the Mysterio name alive. It's pretty cool.
Dom's so good. I hope he's not hurt for a long time or anything.
Yeah, I think he'll be fine. Brett Stymus said early prediction for Royal Rumble winner.
Sorry, I thought you were going to say Bret Hart. I know he listens to the show.
He does not.
Oh, that's Bert Hart.
Yeah, different person.
Yeah.
Him and his brother Rowan.
All right.
Yeah.
What was the question?
Queef Hart. That was a really lowbrow joke, and I'm not sorry for it. Early prediction for Royal Rumble winner. Who do you think?
Well, the interwebs keep saying that it's going to be Sami Zayn.
Did they? Because
that's what
they keep saying that it's Braun Breaker, which I don't understand because
he's getting his title shot on January 6th.
Yeah, so why would he? It's not January 6th that the show's on, by the way. I think it's the 5th.
Oh.
Why are you so stuck on January 6th?
Yeah, because they said it's going to be on the anniversary, the 1-year anniversary. January 5th isn't the 1-year anniversary of Netflix.
Well, it's been
January 6th
basically
is the
1
year.
year. Yeah, but
they you don't celebrate your birthday on whatever the fuck your birthday is the next day.
Well, they're not going to have a Tuesday
the day
Raw,
before.
So.
Well, yeah, they've had it before.
But they won't.
Why not?
because it's on
You can
Monday.
watch Raw on Tuesday. You could not watch it on Monday, and then.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? Here's what I'm going to say, because the internet has been bitching about this, and I think.
Oh, I got one.
Maybe I'm giving them too much credit.
Yeah.
But what if, hypothetically?
Can we say it at the same time?
Hold on. I'm just going to lay it out here first. Hypothetically, what if Braun Breaker beats CM Punk? Okay.
Yeah.
He's off TV right now. People are all like, "Whoa, like why?"
We got the same.
Yeah, because people are getting pissed, and they're like, "What the? They don't want to do anything with this guy." It's LA Knight.
Yeah.
What if?
That's it. You're right. That's the winner.
Why did they do a beatdown where he's out indefinitely?
Yeah.
Because they're going to bring him back at the Rumble, and he's going to win. And I think it'll be, on paper, does it sound gigantic? No, because Braun hasn't been established as this big star yet. But I think it makes sense if it's LA Knight versus Braun Breaker for the World Heavyweight Championship, and like he beats him at WrestleMania.
Yeah,
why not?
Yeah,
why not? Like, because CM Punk's a big
I don't
enough
care
star.
if he wins or loses. I would say that Braun Breaker could retain if he's the champion going into WrestleMania.
No, Braun Breaker loses the belt to LA Knight.
Okay.
Like what? We're not going to fucking put LA Knight over to lose to Braun Breaker.
The way I want LA Knight to lose is Braun Breaker puts him in a sleeper, right? And instead of him tapping out, the ref asks him, "Do you give?" And he goes, "Yeah."
No.
That's even better.
No.
He says no, and then the people go crazy. Do you know how big that pop will be if LA Knight wins? It's going to be like when Jey Uso, maybe better.
Yeah, probably better.
Yeah.
Because
that was a little flat.
Punk doesn't need.
He don't need a belt. Plus, their main events at WrestleMania sometimes are like tag matches,
right?
Like The Rock and Cody Rhodes and their partners or whatever.
Yeah. So I think LA Knight and a Braun Breaker World Heavyweight title match could be very beneficial for both of them.
That could be night 1. Night 2, Braun Breaker and The Rock against LA Knight and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Why are you booking them on the second night?
They're on the first night.
Yeah, I know.
And then the world title match will be on the second night.
You're just being an idiot right now.
No.
Yes. Okay, well, we're on the same page with that. One more question, and then we'll do the rest on Patreon.
So you better subscribe if you want to hear your question read.
Let's see.
And answered.
I don't even know. Eric's asking dumb stuff as usual. Well, since it's Christmas episode, let's end with this. Greg Knowlton says, top 5 movies at the holidays, whether they be Christmas or movies you tend to watch around the holiday.
Ooh, top 5 holiday movies? Christmas movies?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I mean...
do they have to be in order?
No.
Okay.
I'm going to say Jingle All the Way.
Sucks.
I'm going to...
Sorry. I'm voicing my opinion out loud.
Jingle All the Way. I'm going to group them together as one, because I feel like you got to watch them together. Home Alone 1 and 2. Are you being disrespectful?
No. I love Home Alone. Don't get it twisted, bitch.
Okay. I like Scrooged with Bill Murray.
Okay.
I feel like that one gets slept on a little bit. People forget about it. I think Ernest Saves Christmas is a top 5 Christmas movie, and I would put it near the top of my all-time favorite Ernest movies. And for my 5th choice... I'm probably forgetting something off the top of my head that I usually watch around Christmas, but I'm gonna say I'm just gonna go Nightmare Before Christmas, because I used to watch that a lot as a kid, and I think it still holds up pretty well. What are your top 5?
I'm writing them on my hand right now.
Why do you need to write them on your hand?
Because there's so many Christmas movies. I mean, what's the one that everybody debates all the time? Terminator or something? Bruce Willis was in it. I've never seen it before.
Die Hard.
Yeah, okay.
Die Hard.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's tons of Christmas movies out there. I'll give you mine right now.
Okay.
Elf.
Okay, yeah.
Fred, Christmas.
It's fucking... Okay.
Not that Fred. Fred Claus. I'm
Fred
sorry,
Claus,
Fred Claus.
okay.
Well, you really hate that Fred,
He
don't you?
sucks.
John Cena's in the movie.
I don't
You
care.
suck. I'm surprised you didn't pick Santa with muscles, but
No, it's not.
you're
it's
not a real Hulk Hogan fan.
I'm wearing a Santa with muscles shirt as we're doing this.
Friday after next.
Oh, yeah, that does count.
That's
Yep.
for me. 4 Christmases.
Never
Vince Vaughn and
seen
Reese
it.
Witherspoon.
You've put this over. Yeah. I've never seen
And
it.
then Christmas on the Alpaca Farm, the new Netflix movie I sent you a picture of that I was watching the other day. And
you're going to put that in your top 5 immediately?
yeah, it's up there. It might be 1 now.
Come on.
Dude, I need you to watch it though, because
What about-
you love the worst movies ever.
What about Jack Frost with Michael Keaton?
Never seen it.
What?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
Is he
horrible.
He's a snowman.
Yeah, he dies and becomes a snowman. You've never seen it.
We need video.
It's on video.
No. We need video. We need to be recording
I
this to
know.
get our reactions.
Yeah. I can't believe you've never seen Jack. And there's also around the same time another movie called Jack Frost came out, but it's like a killer snowman, totally unrelated to Jack Frost.
Yeah. A few years ago, maybe over COVID or something, you introduced me to Santa's Sleigh with Bill Goldberg.
That is a great film.
Bill Goldberg.
Yeah, we watched it for the podcast.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a god awful piece of shit movie
That's
was.
not true. It's not. I don't think it's that bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. But those are my 5,
Okay.
and those are your 5.
Good choices. Well,
Yeah.
hey, this has been a great episode. And if you want more content this week, patreon.com/Iron Wrestling for a buttload of bonus content starting at just $3. And you can go up and up and up in the tiers, and we'll send you stuff in the mail. If you have been subscribed to the Howard Animal Steel package, you could have got John Cena merchandise to celebrate his awful last match that we didn't know was awful until, the match itself wasn't awful.
Dude,
but
you're
the
not even
finish.
looking at it the right way. Imagine all the new merch they could sell. Like, never give up, except in your last match when you want to smile and tap out as you take your one last breath like Creed did.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, there's that.
I feel like incorporating Creed into the marketing would be weird, but okay.
Yeah, that was a good movie. Remember when see that you hid energy drinks in your fanny pack and then you limped up to the ticket window and you said, I'm handicapped. Can I get in for free? And they said, yeah.
I didn't say that, but I'm shocked that I didn't actually.
We went and I think we watched that maybe with Xavier, and it's Xavier's birthday. So happy birthday, Xavier. Big shout out to my son. He's big 20 now.
Oh, wow. It seems like just yesterday he was like 6 or 7. Make sure you subscribe to the podcast wherever you download podcasts. Subscribe to the YouTube channel at Iron on Wrestling, and follow us on social media. And follow me on social media. You can find me at Gregory Iron on X, Gregory_Iron on Instagram, Facebook.com/The Handicapped Hero. Go to my website, handicappedhero.com, if you want to book me for pro wrestling, motivational speaking, or pro wrestling seminars. And you can find my Cameo over on my Handicapped Hero website. You can find pro wrestling tees linked over there. You can buy my shirts, Aaron shirts, Iron on Wrestling shirts. Aaron, what would you like to plug?
I'm on Telegram. So you got to find me there. My name's Aaron.
I heard you were on Trump Social as well.
Oh, it's Truth Social, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, whatever.
Okay.
Same thing.
So, yeah, I'm at It's All Wrestling on there. But I think I deleted that account.
Oh,
It got a little political for me.
a little?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, hey, thanks for tuning in this week. Hope you guys have a very Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Only just recently have we been allowed to say Merry Christmas again. But I know some of you celebrate other holidays. So happy holidays, and wishing you and yours the absolute best. And I can't wait to have a Patreon chat before the year's end so I can hear about all the cool toys you guys got, guys and gals. So if you're in the $9 tier, make sure...
Just so you know, I asked for a cock ring this year. So.
Okay. Didn't need to know that to end the show, but what a way to wrap it up.
Wrap it up like a present. Like my cock ring you're getting. Oh, boy. You know I'm going to end up with 3 or 4 of them. Nah, probably more like
Okay.
6,
Just,
7.
all right. Just give me a kiss goodbye.
Under the mistletoe, bitch.
Oh, me baby Greg. No.